finish off this story. Oh man, what a great job. I love this job, it's so easy. Alright. Done. Oh, it's so cozy. I love this job. It is so easy. God, I love it. Alright, story done. Yeah, that's good stuff. Check my fantasy football team real quick. Yeah, Gronk, baby. Alright. Is there something I was supposed to do today?
Alright, Brenden, so I guess we don't really know where Steve is this week, so you're just going to be hosting solo, I guess?
Alright, I'm way better than that guy anyway.
Love my job, oh, it's so good. Wait a second. Mosco! I gotta hold this more than score! God, those are my scores! Those are my scores! I report the scores! This is my show! Ouch. Bee sting. Oh, my show! No! Oh, no. Oh, wow! Okay, let's go. I'm not paying attention. Ah! No! Oh! That surgeon's a bad choice. That was a bad choice. Oh, Steve will hate the show. Oh! All day. All day. Almost there. The star's coming. Get out of the... Hey, come on, man. No, sir. I made. Whew. I'm here. No worries. I made her, buddy. Didn't want to put you through that. Thanks. Whew. Okay. Ready to do this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright. Roll the graphic! Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Telegraph Herald. More in the Score, presented by Dubuque Bank and Trust. I am your host, Steve Ortman, along with Brenden West. Hanging in there, Brenden?
Yeah, I'm doing alright. Yeah. It's so great to have you here in the studio, Steve.
Thanks. It was a battle. It was a little bit of a journey, but I made it. I wouldn't leave you hanging, buddy.
Yeah, great job.
Alright, well, plenty to dive into this week. Let's start with what else? Olympics have wrapped up. Dubuque native Kayla Banwarth picks up bronze with the U.S. women's volleyball team. Brenden, you've been covering this thing the whole way. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, first of all, I think it definitely needs to be noted how historic a moment this really is. This is the first Olympic medal that anybody from Dubuque has brought back to this town in over 88 years, not since 1928 in Sabin Carr. So it's a really remarkable, truly kind of once-in-a-lifetime sort of feat that she's accomplished. She's also the first female from Dubuque to ever bring home an Olympic medal. And you know, what I've seen from this town is we just couldn't be happier and more thrilled. I mean, it's truly a remarkable thing, and she's worked very hard and deserves the recognition she's getting now.
Sure, and the Wahlert and senior girls volleyball teams had a little bit of a surprise on Tuesday night. Kayla just kind of jumped in there.
Yeah, it was crazy. I actually happened to talk to her earlier in that day. She was traveling back from Rio de Janeiro, and she just wanted to show up to Wahlert's season opener. She, of course, is a 2007 graduate of that place, and showed up. It was the first time Dubuque has seen the medal in person, and what a lucky treat for those fans. And I gotta say, it was one of the coolest parts about it was, it was Wahlert versus Dubuque Senior for that game, and the Wahlert fans and the senior fans, even though they're city rivals, everybody in that gym showed her outstanding respect. Everybody was cheering for the same cause at that point. It was really cool. I was actually able to catch up with Kayla a little bit before her appearance, and she had a few really cool things to say. So let's take a listen.
This is special, and seeing everyone and old friends and old family, it's really cool to special to be back. I've said it before, but it was an honor to represent Waller and Dubuque, and I'm really proud that I get to bring a bronze medal back here and to these people who have been so amazing to me. So yeah, it's really special.
All right, that was Kayla Banwarth. Obviously very exciting to bring home bronze with the women's volleyball team for the United States. And obviously that team suffered just kind of a tough loss in the semifinals. A couple tough breaks go either way, back and forth, and who knows, they could have been playing for gold.
Yeah, Kayla actually told me herself that that semifinal loss to Serbia was a 5-setter, which is basically like going into overtime. They lose by 2 points in that final set, and they have to regroup after that, and in less than 48 hours try to build themselves back up for that bronze medal. So she told me that was the toughest thing that she has ever had to do in her career. But then in a very short amount of time, that whole team is able to refocus, and she goes from her toughest moment to probably her crowning achievement in the sport. It's been a great career, and it's been fantastic to cover her. We're proud of you, Kayla.
All right. Couldn't be said better by Brenden West there. A very exciting moment there for Dubuque, and a lot of exciting things going on around here on the prep fields as well. Football underway. Wisconsin got us going last week. Iowa and Illinois ready to join the party here on Friday night. Look at a couple of interesting matchups. Iowa's got a couple of really fantastic matchups this week. You're looking at Western Dubuque playing at Dubuque Waller up at the Rock Bowl, Loras College. It's been a fun rivalry ever since these teams have been able to come together the last couple of years. And Waller obviously coming off some 2 playoff berths in a row. Western Dubuque has always been playing tough in Class 4A. Should be very exciting to see what these teams can do coming out right at the beginning of the season. And then also Cascade is going to be hosting Maquoketa, another great local matchup. Maquoketa really put one on Cascade in the season opener last year. It was a downpour, just a torrential downpour, very rainy game. Cascade really couldn't get their feet underneath them. We'll see if it stays dry this Friday night, and Cascade will be at home. Cougars returning a ton of talent from last season. With a young squad, they still made the playoffs, and this year they are obviously have some loftier goals heading into this fall, hoping to make a little bit of a run in the playoffs. We'll see how things start out for them against Maquoketa. Lots of good matchups going on all over the place. We will have you covered this weekend with all the great prep football action. Be sure to check us out. Follow us on Twitter, as well as our brand new Facebook page, Telegraph Herald Sports. So be sure to follow us. You'll be able to follow all the action along with us. So that's going to do it for this episode of Telegraph Herald More on the Score, presented by Dubuque Bank and Trust. He's Brenden West. I'm Steve Ortman. And one last thing before we go, I heard through the grapevine that our Senior Executive Vice President of More Than the Score, as well as Executive Producer of More Than the Score, Luke, is celebrating a birthday today. So we just wanted to give a nice shout out to Luke, our buddy. Hi, Luke.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Luke.
birthday.
Thanks, guys.
You're doing great. That's it. Don't you think he's doing great? Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
All right. That's going to do it for this episode. Telegraph Herald More in the Score, presented by Dubuque Bank and Trust. I said it again. Got to plug it twice. We'll catch you next week. Whew. Man, is it tough getting back here. It was a journey. You have no idea.
What? Wait, are you?
No.
Okay. Like,
I was gonna see what you did. There's your outtake right there at the end.
Okay. Jeez.